All right, so we're learning about 1-point perspective. So we're going to start out, this is the finish, we're going to start by practicing some boxes. So this is what it's going to look like. But I'm going to flip my sheet over and show you how I got to that point. So the first thing you want to do is you want to draw a line right across the middle of the page. So use your ruler and just draw a horizontal line. We're drawing a horizontal line right across the center of the page. Give me a thumbs up when you have your line drawn. Now the horizontal line, that is it's a line that goes across the page, but it also serves as our eye level. So the line that you just drew is what we're establishing as our eye level. Is everyone still working on their line? Okay. Give me a thumbs up when you're finished. The horizontal line is the viewer's eye level. And that's very important when we're drawing perspective. Good. Haley's done. Julius, do you have your line created? Good, Haley. Nice. Julius? Jael? All right, Julius, I think you're frozen. So now you want to, in the center of the page, make an X. And the X is going to be your vanishing point. And we'll talk a little bit more about the vanishing point in just a second. But that's going to determine your distance. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a box, just a square, below the horizon line, one above, so one below, one above, and one on the horizon line. So it can be anywhere. I try to keep it away from the center because we're using our vanishing point to draw the perspective, so we need this to be clear. But you can draw your box anywhere above, below, and on that horizon line. One of each, one in each area. And you're just going to draw a square right now. A square or a rectangle. One above the horizon line, one below, and one on the horizon line. Just a square. See my square? I'm using my ruler to create straight lines. And this is just our practice for learning perspective. So I've got one above the horizon line, one on the horizon line, and one below the horizon line. Julius, can you see my screen now? I think you're completely frozen on my end. So Julius, go ahead and log out and log back in and see if that fixes it. Hi, Adriana. I need for you to turn your camera on when you're in class. Adriana? Please turn on your camera. Julius, can you see now? Can you see the screen? Okay, good. All right, Julius, so you're creating the horizon line, a horizontal line right in the middle of your page, and then you're going to place an X on it, which is your vanishing point. And then we're drawing a square or a rectangle above the horizon line, one on the horizon line, and one below the horizon line. Adriana, I need you to turn your camera on for me, please. All right, I want everyone to take a look at the screen right now. So I'm going to show you how we're going to make these three-dimensional. So we want these boxes to be 3D. So we're going to use this horizon line and vanishing point to help us do that. So I want all eyes on the screen right now. I'll give you some work time to finish these, but I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So if the horizon line is our eye level, that's where I can see, then that means that when I'm looking at something that's above my eye level, I'm looking under it. If I'm looking at something that's on the horizon line, I'm looking straight at it. And if it's below it, I'm looking at the top of it. So think of your eye level. So my eye level is here, then that means that whatever is above here, I'm looking under it. Whatever is below here, I'm looking on top of it. So that means that all of my parallel lines are going to go to my vanishing point. Oh, let me change the camera. All of my parallel lines will go to my vanishing point. All the lines that are going away from my eye. All the lines that are right on my eye level or I'm facing are going to be horizontal. But any lines that are going away from me, like the sides of it, are going to go to the vanishing point. So I place my ruler right on the side. I'm doing the side of this box right here. So I'm going to place my ruler right on the side, and then I'm going to put it so that it's at the angle of my vanishing point. And I'm going to just draw a line there. And do the same thing with the next. So it's right, I'm lining it up with the vanishing point. My vanishing point's right here. This is the edge of my box. So that side is going to line up right there. And then I'm going to do it for the third angle. Lining it up with my vanishing point. So now I have those lines that are going away from my eye, and they're all in line with that 1 point. That's 1 point perspective. Now I'm going to draw all the vertical lines for the box, and those don't need to be decided. The vertical line does not need to be decided by the vanishing point because it's not going at an angle, it's just going straight up and down. Also, this horizontal line of the box that I'm drawing is also not going away from my eye. So therefore, I can just draw it. So now I can see the top of the box. Now, if I go to this one up here, that's above the horizon line, I'm going to practice the same thing, but this time, I'm going to see underneath it, which means that all of my lines that are going away from it. Good, Haley, you got it. Good. Those lines are going to go this direction, so I'm looking underneath the box now. But still, I'm matching every line, all those parallel lines that are going away from my eye with my 1 point, where I have my X on my horizontal line. My horizon line. See that? And I'm doing the same thing I just did, only from a different angle. And Haley, can you hold yours up again? I just want to check your perspective because it was hard to see it. Hold it still. Good. Good. There's only one that you may have to check. I can't tell. It's a little bit faded on the screen. On the top, the one that's above the horizon line. The top angle, it's hard to see on the screen. It's kind of blurry. But just make sure that those all line up with your vanishing point, and then you're good. And then the one that's on the line, so the line or the bottom of the box, that angle, I'm lining it up with my vanishing point. And then I'm going to just take my ruler and slide it up. And now I have this angle. And then I can take my ruler and create that vertical line to complete the box. So now I have three-dimensional boxes, one above the horizon line, one below, and one on it. Are there any questions? No questions? I'm going to give you a few minutes to finish up your boxes, and then I'm going to show you how to create an entire room using 1 point perspective.